One of the things that is a very interesting story I want to tell here, about a month back on a mastermind webinar, we had a gentleman, and I'm going to get his text in the chat. He was talking about, because he had a poverty mindset. So he was feeling that 50 cents a day, $14.95 a month was a lot. He had a poverty mindset. But because he listened to the tithing teaching of Brother Lama here and trusted that, I'm a private member. I'm getting the Lama every Friday for 2 freaking hours. Can you believe it? Getting questions answered. I'm part of the knowledge database that we're actually got installed now, and all these things are being added to it. I mean, all of this stuff, for less than 50 cents a day. You can't even buy a cup of coffee for 50 cents. And he believed as truth that he was going to continue to tithe. Well, you know what happened to him after about 10 months? Tenfolded his financial situation in a positive way. Tenfolded it. Okay. Now, so I'm meditating because mastermind webinars, we got a lot of stuff coming out for you folks. It's some exciting stuff because I want to help people that don't want to build a business, but they want to market a business. They want to learn how to market a business. We're going to have some things for you so special. You're going to be able to help with what we're doing with the Circle of Life and the Lama Mastermind. We talked about this on the mastermind webinar. People were lit up. Okay. If you were on there, say that what's coming ain't going to be exciting. It is going to be real exciting. But then the private membership in the mastermind webinar, we're going to make $14.95 a month too. So I was talking to my brother Rasaji, and Abba gave me this thing to say to everybody. For less than $1 a day, you can keep the poverty away. Okay, think about that now. Now you can do it with the free. There's no doubt about it. But when you do the private membership in both of these things, it's less than $1 a day, and you're going to keep the poverty away if you follow through with what we're showing you to do. Okay, and we're not just saying it; we're having it happen already to lots of people. You just seen exactly what this gentleman said about his manifestation. I mean, there's another person here. We talk about our brother David Paul's music, and I got to put this up here because I got to tell you, and there's many more comments than this. Like Jimmie, I've listened to a lot of healing frequency music, but this is its own category. Thank you, Abba, Jimmie. And it's all Abba, and thank you for mentioning this, but it's all Abba through the gifting of that he's given to Brother David Paul for this music to come out, that it is getting to the core of your soul, but it's not having the soul leave the body. It's actually helping infuse the body, the soul, and the mind together. Okay, and you feel it at almost a DNA level. I mean, you really feel it. There's an chant that we're going to add into the free community on Rasaji.com. I mean, look at all this free stuff. I mean, the Lama, when he wanted to do the Lamasery updates for free, the Patriot over here, Jimmie said, no, let's do that in the private membership. Not that I'm greedy. We've got thousands of acres, a Lamasery, a community to build, okay? To do Abba, to anchor a portal on this side of the world in North America that is going to send, energetic tsunamis throughout this whole region. Okay, so we got things to do, and $14.95 for anything. I mean, for God's sakes, people pay more than that for Netflix, and look at that mess. Okay, and look at all the other stuff that's going on. People got all these different subscriptions. That's where you pull out the Brother Lama's column exercises that, by the way, you get for free in the Circle of Life under the 45-day challenge, and you look at what's serving you and what's not, and start tithing your money to things that are going to serve you and get rid of the things that are not serving you. We all have to do it all the time, ongoing. And it's a real great time right now to do a column exercise when this Mercury retrograde's going on. Okay. So poverty is a sickness of the mind. And whether you lived in poverty as you were growing up or not, you do not have to live in poverty. You do not have to live with a poverty mindset. You do not, and you should not. And you can shift it now. You can shift it. What is the story you're writing about yourself? What do you want to do? What is it that you're here to accomplish? Just to eat and, just, I don't believe it. You're here to accomplish greatness. And you need to look at yourself as the powerful being you are, created in the Creator's image, and you are here for a specific mission. You are here for a specific purpose. And I can tell you one thing, my purpose has never been more clear to me in my entire life. And I will, from the you can call it Tai Chi Gong, you can call it whatever you want. And there's much more than just the Tai Chi Gong, okay? Don't get me wrong, in the circle of life, there's much more than these exercises. But these exercises, the easiest exercise I've ever done in my freaking life, and I played every sport you could imagine, because my father was abused in his youth, and he was living his life through me, and he had me playing. I went from one sport to another. I lifted weights 5 days a week. You want to talk about, that's why I fill this screen up. Now you can actually see the size of the Patriot, because I'm on my laptop right now because of the electrical situation with the burn meter issue. But I tell you, working out, you're talking about ripping muscle down and building it up. I've never seen easier exercises in my entire life that you can sit in a chair and do, from breathing to opening up your energy portals in your body so that your spirit, soul, and body work beautifully together in harmony, do so much and impact so many. I mean, I really have not, I'm not taking, by the way, just so you know, my business, my company, my team, we're not taking on anybody else, okay? We got some things that we're doing. We're going to be launching what's called Sovereign Radio with my master brother Rasaji here, and our sheriff, our favorite sheriff, Sheriff Mac. And we're going to be launching that and syndicating it local to get to the local solutions. We want to bring the circle of life and Rasaji, and we want to bring the sheriff and the patriotic movement to the local community, because it starts locally, folks. This transformation that is happening, whether you're involved in it or not, it's happening, and it's not going to be stopped. All these egotistic people that think they can stop it, they're not the Creator. That's a joke. The Creator laughs at them and is using them like a chess piece. In a game of chess, they talk 12D or 5D, that these white hats are playing 5D chess. That's a joke to the Creator. A joke. And all of them, all of us, are utilized to fulfill His will, to fill the Creator's will. And what do you want to be used, on the positive side or on the negative side? Because Brother Rasaji and me talked about this, that, I see that a lot of people on this planet live in the gray. So you've got the darkness, Satan, Lucifer, the devil, whatever you want to call it, okay? The fallen angel, the angel of worship that wanted all the worship to take away from the Creator and felt that his throne should be beyond the height of the Creator, whatever, okay? You've got that demonic, Luciferian, satanic situation on the dark side. Then on the other side, you've got the love and the light and the Heavenly Father and the Spirit and goodness and beauty and people that are helping each other, go down the right path to accomplish their destiny. And then you've got few people that are in that side of the equation, right? And then when you look at the overall population, you've got probably about 800 million people, from what the Lamasery has told Master Lama Rasaji, about 8% of the population, so you probably got 600, 800 million there. And then maybe I don't even know if you have that many on the other side of the equation, but the majority of the people live in the gray area. Okay, let me make sure. In that gray area, they aren't on one side or the other. All that is ending. Over the next few decades, there will be very little gray area for people to be in. And you're going to have to pick a side. Where do you want to be? What future do you want for yourself and your beautiful family? What are you here to do? When you know what you're here to do, you will shed that poverty mindset. You will understand that you are destined for greatness, to do the destiny of the Creator, and the abundance will pour in like a waterfall. But you've got to be ready to be the right kind of steward, because as fast as it pours in, it can be taken away. If you're not ready and you're not prepared to be the steward that you have to be, you can't be materialistic. You can't be money hungry. Okay. You ask Brother Lama if the Patriot Jimmie's money hungry. I'm not. Okay. There's things going on right now. People would have never done what I did, because the money was so big. But it's about integrity. It's about honesty. It's about truthfulness and transparency and doing what's right to others. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And that was the second command given from the Creator. Besides loving him with all your heart, your soul, and your might, was to love your brother and sister, to learn to love them. And if you love them, whether you're in business with them or not, you do not defraud them. You do not lie to them. You do not cheat them. You do not stab them in the back and talk about them behind their back in front of someone's son who listens to it and then comes and tells you. When you get into with Abba and you truly, Abba's will, Abba's way, and again, I'm not getting into name calling here of the Creator, and you start accelerating that, okay, things will come up to the surface. They have for me, and the Lama's, he's aware of all of them. And these things would have got me out with a tomahawk, and I would have, you talk about, you see Mel Gibson in The Patriot. That's what you're talking about. That the old Jimmie would have done. But because of what I've been going through, the transformation and the ascension to get to going down the proper path that the Creator has laid out for me in order to do the destiny that I'm here for.